better not be the one to doubt us, 'cause we've been putting in the hours. We only taking what was ours, so you better not be the one to doubt us, 'cause we gon' blow your mind. We gon' blow your mind. We gon' blow your mind. Okay, whoa, whoa, whoa. We've been on the road from the go. Hit my blow. You know we've been down for too long to give up. Can't go. I need all pesos, want it all. Case closed. I go balls to the wall, can't hold to the ball game over. These boys can't hold me. You boys can't hold us. I told you.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Opening week in the NFL is an exciting time for everybody, including these two teams here today. It's the Buccaneers going up against the Saints. With that, let's call in our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis, with this opening week matchup.
All right, Larry, thank you. We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. And this offense can air it out, and when they do, you have to key on Mike Evans.
And we do think about his catch radius first and foremost. A tall, lean receiver, but he actually can make some agile plays as well.
6 yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down. As they run the counter play. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? And here now, New Orleans defensive unit.
Stephon Anthony acclimated quite quickly to the NFL. As soon as he joined the team, he became their leading tackler.
3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. 3rd and short yardage. Winston. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
This will be fielded at the 17. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. They'll run for the first time with Hill. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was at the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said, these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. And a quick look at the Buccaneer defensive starters.
Vaughn Alexander's one of the exciting linebackers in the league. His forte, speed.
And if they want to keep this drive alive, they'll need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. Forced out to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. Good use of the pass there to pick up the 1st down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
From the 50, it's Luck. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. It's a gain of 17 that time. And it'll be 1st down, Saints.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. Halfback sent in motion. 3rd and long. It's Luck. He's got time. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession. See if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
On second down, Winston again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On third down, Winston. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. Taken in at the 22. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better. I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Hill, the lone setback. Second and 10, Luck again. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Thomas, the intended target. And it'll bring up third down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. From the gun on third down, Luck. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a third down attempt.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Winston now to throw on first down. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. These coaches told us they wanted to take the top off this defense. They wanted to be able to stretch them downfield. They showed it pretty well there.
And they knew that if they were able to do that, it would open up everything else. But how did they truly get it done? Practice in the previous week, making sure they had a plan, fine-tuned before they put it into effect in the game.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Jameis now on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 43 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do it.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Now Evans in motion left. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Third down and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run. So now a little soul searching on 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Time running out here on the play clock. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4th. And his kick is good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So after slogging through a scoreless first quarter, we have action on the scoreboard. A field goal makes it 3-0.
Well, with these two offenses, we weren't going to stay 0-0 forever, were we? I'm not sure that this opens the floodgates, but I doubt that's the last score we're going to see.
Well, onto the field comes New Orleans. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Hey, boys, got
Hill, the lone setback. And they'll give it to him here. And some space here. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come out with one back and three tight ends. Again, it's Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Smart approach there, using the run to pick up the first. And that was a defensive setup they prepared for this week, knowing that keeping it on the ground was the best way to attack it.
And that means also that they're able to read them pretty well. All the things they prepared for, when they get to the line of scrimmage, they see it in pre-snap recognition and know exactly how to attack based on their planning and preparation.
On 1st and 10, Locke. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Second down, Hill. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. In motion left goes Cooks. They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And they'll go on the ground. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Drew Kaiser now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And the back goes into motion. 1st down, Winston. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Sheldon Rankins in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Back near his own goal line, Winston. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. 95 yards. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. So from back deep in their own territory all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. That'll bring up 2nd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski. Complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
To throw is Lott. This is caught. It's Cooks. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner. Toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart. Valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Lott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And that is incomplete. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Jameis to throw it. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They'll get 19 yards there. And that'll be good enough for a Tampa Bay 1st down. Winston now to throw on first. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Second down, Winston. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
So many components go into a well-executed screen pass. You've got to sell. Offensive line's got to sell like they've missed blocks, and then they move out, and they're out in front of the running back. He's got to sell that he's trying to block, and then he slips out into the route. The quarterback has to sell that maybe he's trying to throw it downfield. Instead, he slips it off to the running back, and when you get one set perfectly, you have to catch the ball, and that didn't happen on that play.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on to kick it away.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brandon Cooks. 77 yards. And the Saints are back within a score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Their dangerous wide receiver, 75 yards. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And I think I saw that right. You tell me if I'm wrong. That was just a fly route, just a go. He went.
Sometimes speed, just pure speed, is going to win. I don't care how athletic you are on the other side of the ball. When a guy's that fast and he can just take off, if the quarterback has time to throw the ball and release it when he wants to, that's the end result. Nothing you could do about that. He was just a better athlete on that play.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense.
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Noah Spence in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. To throw on second down is Locke. Surveying the field. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Quan Alexander in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. 3rd and long. It's Locke. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here's Drew Kaiser now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And that one goes out of bounds, and let's see here. They're going to walk this back to the 40-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Jameis now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Now a second down throw for Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They go play action here on first down. Looking deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done. And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third. Here's Luck. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here's Luck now on second down. Under pressure, they got him again. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up fourth. Here's Drew Kaiser now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And now the Buccaneers offense gets set to head back onto the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback, and so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at him, and hopefully it pays off by the end of the game that you're starting to get to him while still able to cover on the back end.
Now Jameis on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
On third down, Winston. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get him to fourth down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the fourth time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken at about the 14. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense.
Now a hit and Locke lost the football. It's out. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer. Creates.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold him to a 3-point kick. Now you're giving him the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
On 2nd and 10, Locke. He sets to fire deep. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brandon Cooks, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Saints get a bit closer. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Going to give this time to the tailback. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. Second down following the run. They come out here in the eye. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and just like that, it's third down. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
A first down throw for Winston. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. It's a foot race. The 30. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. One receiver to the left is Evans. On 1st and 10, Winston. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Winston from the gun on third down. Finding time. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure could get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And they're going to speed things up here. Now it's Luck going for the deep ball. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. 2nd and 10, Luck again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Michael Pruitt, the big tight end, is intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. They send Thomas out to the right by himself. Back to the air. Luck on 2nd down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Red zone opportunity. From the red zone now, Luck. His throw incomplete. Gronkowski the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. 5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. Again, Luck. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. 5 receivers in the game, 4 of them to the left side. Throwing again is Luck. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
To the air again, Luck. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Their dangerous wide receiver from 3 yards out. And the Saints have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try.
And now look at him go. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bucs have taken the lead here in the fourth.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. That'll be taken in the end zone. Ooh, the juke. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Hill, the lone setback. On 2nd and 10, Locke. He's going to look deep down the field. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way. But I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. It's a big play there for the Saints. 45 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this. But run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think a lot of people are a little bit surprised there that they ran the draw after that successful pass play previously. But the thought process had to be, maybe we can catch them rushing the passer and hit something big with the running play.
The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Their dangerous wide receiver. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. And his kick is good. Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
He's back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. Back to throw. Peaks got it over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A gain of 32 that time.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
They'll look to throw. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up second down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now they'll run it on the toss. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow. How many practices have we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there?
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They send Thomas out to the right by himself. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And now it's second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Five wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. Back to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. One last throw here for Luck. He's got time in the pocket. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You can just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Bucs, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday opener. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From New Orleans, good night, everybody.